WTF Dating Moments. According to Reddit. Number 11. I went on a few dates with a guy in college. At first, I was excited because I found him attractive and he said yes to a dinner date. Turns out, even attractive people can be a bag of crazy. Spoken like a true woman, you know. With men, the way that the scale works is the hotter they are, the crazier they are. First date that we go to an Italian restaurant. He orders spaghetti with regular sauce, no meatballs. Is that odd? Out of curiosity, I ask if he's tried anything else on the menu, and he could recommend something to me. He responds, "Nope, I only ever order spaghetti." The food comes and he proceeds to lean over his plate, shovel the spaghetti in his mouth, and use his lips to cut the rest back on his plate. I'm no snob. I've eaten spaghetti like this before, just never in public. He says it's the right way to eat it. He asks if I'd like to go see a movie. I'm not feeling the vibe, so I decline. I make up some project that I need to finish, and he tells me that he loves the movies, wishes that he could just live in one all the time. Alright, well, thanks for the date. A week later, he asks me out again, and I decide to give him another shot. Maybe I was being overly judgmental or petty. We agree to go out for pizza and then see a movie. I pick him up at his house. We go to a Pizza Hut at his insistence. They have the best pizza on the planet, he says. 3 times on the way there. We get there. He orders a personal pan for himself. That was a first. Okay, he didn't want to share the bill, maybe? I order one for myself and just let it go. Again, worrying maybe I'm being judgy. The bill comes and he pays, so now I'm really confused, but whatever. I'm not going to call him out. It's not worth it. The movie ended up being back at his house, where, surprise, he lives with his parents. His dad asks me what I'm in school for, and when I tell him, he lectures me that I should go to school for teaching, since that's what he does. Okay, nice meeting you. We never did watch the movie. Spent the rest of the evening with him showing me all of his WWF wrestling memorabilia and bossing his mother around Cartman style. His life goal was to get this old job at Blockbuster back. Oh, damn. Since it was the most fun that he had ever had. Is that petty? Shit, it was a typo, you know? The keyboard just gets on top of me sometimes. Oh, God. What happened?
I said, as you cackle.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look. So, his life goal was to get his job at Blockbuster back. I'm glad that at least the stream chat is available so people can see what I was doing, because if it wasn't available and people were watching this back later, they'd just be like, this guy's crazy, dude. So sick of him being crazy all the time. His favorite way to spend Christmas was when his mom let him open everything the night before so that he could spend the day at the movies, avoiding all relatives that came over. He hated everything that his mother cooked and counted off to me the only 10 foods that he would ever eat. He hated everything else. He didn't even try it. Did I mention he was 27 years old? How do you luck out and just get parents that are going to put up with you like that? Because maybe in the right circumstances, a mama will of course take care of a little baby. endlessly. But a dad? Yo, he should have been the kick in the ass to figure some shit out. A few days later, he invites me out to coffee, and I agree. So I can tell him I won't be going on any more dates? Ladies, you could just say that over the phone. What's up? You could just say that over the phone. And Ninja says Dia plus Kyle equals Diel. Yeah, you gonna be India. Yeah, all right. And why would Dia's name come first? It would be Kaya. Kaya.
You type that.
Kaya.
Tell them that's, I guess, our ship name.
Kaya.
Since we're coming up with it.
Kaya.
That's so ugly.
Yeah.
Ew.
That's why they shouldn't have done it. You should never have unleashed that. Listen, I went on a coffee date with the guy again to tell him that this was going to be the last thing that we ever did together. He was nice, and even though he was an oddball, we never got each other to laugh. Oh, damn. All our conversations were dry, no shared interests, and he didn't have the same values on the importance of family. This was just not going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't read any more of this. I cannot read any more of this because in my experience, many of the women that I know, not only are they in many ways bastards and they've made peace with that, do you know what I mean? But they couldn't even imagine themselves for money wasting their time on certain dudes. And it's because I don't know if it's the age that we're living in with the internet and with access, and maybe the Instagram is making some girls' heads big and Tinder and shit like that. But I know that they know the value of their time, and they know not to screw around on more than one date with someone that it's really not going to work out with. Man, she went on 3 dates with this dude. And he's clearly like a mama's boy. And the thing about that is that there are girls out there who are dying to be a dude's new mommy. So it's like a match made in heaven. I'm not even saying that the way he acts is like juvenile, childish, or wrong, and he needs to grow up. He just needs to situate himself with the right person. But realistically, mama's boys aren't always going to be thrown into the field of view or situation with a girl that wants to put up with that. So they stand a better chance at finding someone and a better life by getting their shit together. You know, whoever you are, however you are, whatever you're like, there's somebody out there for you exactly. But the crazy truth of the matter is, there's a likelihood that you will never find that person, and a strong likelihood that you can still live and die alone. It doesn't matter how many people out there are exactly made for you. The likelihood of you coming across them or them coming across you, or worse, let me put it to you like this. Say I'm just perfect for Dia, and Dia's perfect for me. You know that there are times in our lives that we could have literally just come across each other, and they would have been such terrible times for each of us that we would potentially have hated one another. Even if we would have been compatible and gotten along and, you know, been perfect for each other. You know, all you need to do is come across somebody on a bad day, or, you know, in the aftermath of something crazy that's happened to them, bad relationship, shit going on with your family, maybe even a pet died. You just catch somebody on a day where boy, that period hit her like a freight train, and now she's a little snappy. And that's your understanding? Shit. So I love this entry because it's like this woman was willing to give this guy the opportunity to, you know, show her who he was. You know, maybe there were things outside of his control that were going on that were making him a little weird. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of ladies these days, and men too, are not that kind of patient. They're not going to be giving people chances. You need to be holding your breath during some of these encounters. And that's fucked up because you're presenting a version of yourself that isn't who you really are. So when you go out on these dates, you know, makeup and Photoshop and all of that bullshit filter in your fucking phone aside, when you physically go out on a date, even if you're holding your breath and showing them somebody that you're not, they could potentially be into you. And when the real you comes out, they're not into that. That's the fucked up part. I'm not gonna go on about it. Number 10, all right? In college, this guy from one of my classes asked me to go out with him out of the blue. We'd never even spoken before. Oh, the old Christian strategy. I've been watching you from afar. But he was pretty cute, so I was like, hell yeah, all right? You know what I mean? And that's how it works. Sorry. We exchanged numbers, and he said that he'd call me with the details. He calls me the next day, told me that we were going to a restaurant that was way out of my price range. We're talking like, no way will this bill be under $100. I tried talking him out of it, and when that didn't work, I flat out said that I can't afford that. Something like that, but he's like, I insist, and tells me not to worry. This all really should have been a clue to me. So I say fine, and I agree to go. We get to the restaurant, and the waiter comes over, and I go to order the cheapest thing on the menu, when he stops me and says, ignore her. We're both having the steak. But I don't like steak. She's saying this because she's poor. We'll have the steak.
What a weird way to freaking flex at a girl.
This date is off to a fantastic start, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm ordering for the lady, by the way. Don't even listen to her. You shouldn't be speaking without my permission, by the way, toots. I don't like steak. You're gonna like what I tell you to like, sugar baby honey pie. And you're gonna do what I want you to do. Why are you even wearing clothes right now? Them things looking perky as hell. Why don't you just slip that tap on up while we're sitting at the table? I really don't want the steak. She's saying that because she's poor. That's right. I just put you in your place in front of a waiter. Also, I'm gonna be mean to the waiter just because I can. Have you seen this gun that I carry around? Slaps it on the table. I'm a big man. You like a big man? What? No, I wasn't asking you if you like a big man. Like, this guy considers himself a big man because, okay, here we go. I don't like steak. She's just saying that because she's poor. We'll have the steak. And then he shoos the waiter away. I'm mortified and pissed and want to leave, but he was my ride. Ladies, don't do it to yourselves. He tries to make conversation and just proves to me that he really is an ass. Then he says that he has to go to the bathroom and leaves. I'm sitting there for a good 10 minutes before he texts me, haha, I got the shits from drinking last night. Don't eat without me. That was the last straw. I call the waiter over, pay for my meal, and go to Starbucks down the street to call my friend to pick me up. Too long didn't read. Guy was trying to impress me and really showed me he was the world's biggest ass. I bet the toilet thought so too. As we wipe the essence from our butts with that last entry. If you're new to these streams, I don't do that all the time. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That was a long flush noise. Number 9. Okay. On my first date with a guy off of the internet, he took us to a Scientology museum in London. I thought, original. Easy to find things to talk about and laugh at the craziness of. This could actually be fun. Then he proceeded to read every single piece of writing on every single exhibit, ask the attendant very probing questions about how one goes about joining Scientology, and sounding slightly too interested to just be intrigued about the religion. Also, he was visibly sweating. It seems so elaborate, guys, you know? It seems like this is the kind of thing that you do as a dare. Ooh.
420,350. Happy 4th of July.
My man, I appreciate you. Thank you. Happy 4th of July to you too. I appreciate that 420 donation.
Smoke weed every day.
And the tree fitty is where?
$3.50.
Let me finish.
Tree
Let me finish before you cut me off now. This dude was visibly sweating. Once we were done, we went for a glass of wine, and he told me that he used to shoot heroin. I was out of there like a shot of heroin. Thank you again, Mr. Ryukage. I appreciate your contribution. Your support goes towards the health, the prosperity of this channel. May I wash through you like a avalanche, but like not as cold, you know? I hear you going, well, like has it gone back into water form? Yes. An avalanche, but of water. Some might call that a wave of a tidal variety, but not this guy. A water avalanche. That's how I want these streams to hit you. You're free to use that phrase, by the way, when you go on a date. You know, I'm sure you won't end up on a list like that, talking like this to a woman. Or as a matter of fact, when you sit down at the table with her, you could play this for her, but don't play it like, oh, like I want you to listen to this. Just be like, shut up, bitch. I'm listening to this guy. Yeah. And then just play it on, like, you know, bring a Bluetooth speaker and set that on the table so everybody around you can hear. And if they ask you to leave, tell them you're gay. I'm sorry, my brain's getting away from me. You shouldn't let me continue these stupid little things, these bits like, God, tell him you're gay. God, even I didn't think I was going to say that. And he'll go, and the waiter will go, I'm so sorry, sir. Please carry on. Can I get you anything? Yes. I'd like one banana cream pie. The Bluetooth speaker. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, with me going through, people would be so mad. Oh no. Number 8. I met a local dude on OkCupid. We decided to meet up one night to hang out. He took his penis out in my car because he thought we would have sex. Not okay, sir. Not okay. Why they gotta whip it out like that, Dia?
Because men are idiots.
It's crazy that there's such a huge gap. I can't stop thinking about Cyberpunk 2077. I need that game, dude. I can't stop thinking about it. Linda says, I inhaled a double D cup bra and it wrapped around my uvula.
DD hair, as in her dog's hair.
Why did she name a dog after titties?
She didn't.
Every time I see it, I forget. Every single time. Bluetooth speaker bombs. What the hell are those?
Maybe you're too young for that.
I'm too young for Bluetooth speaker bombs?
I don't know. He is older than you.
That's not right. That's not possible that I don't know it. I was here at the dawn of technology really taking shape.
At the dawn of time.
I consider the dawn of the internet the dawn of time as we know it, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. For real.
The hell are these things? Also, that says Fortnite.
I should get me some really nice Fortnite gear. You know.
You should get a little bobble that
I have the Funko Pop of the Dark Voyager. And I think that's all that I'd want. Where is it? This is a good question. We haven't seen that in a while, have we?
Yep.
We haven't seen Dark Voyager in a while, but I want a proper figure, not just like the, because that guy's little. He's tiny. There he is. Look at him go. Does he define me, Dia?
I guess so.
Ew. Look at the leg portion. I don't need him to articulate and walk around. I'm not going to be playing with the man. He needs to be a display figure to be prominently housed in a shelving unit so that when we go on first dates with women, we can invite them over, and while burping in the midst of talking, not unlike Rick Sanchez, who I will constantly compare myself to, I will show her my vast and mighty collection of puppets
Of Funko Pops.
and Funko Pops.
What, like that one guy?
Ma'am, I have provided sanitary wipes in this room because I know you will become wet in the midst of my Funko Pops.
And puppets.
What were you gonna say?
And puppets.
A puppet. Yeah, like it doesn't. You couldn't even handle it just now.
No.
Just now, like yeah, you get off the bed. Don't wet it up.
Water avalanche Bluetooth speaker bombs SSSS.
Yep, those are things we said today. Bradley, man. Bradley, what a wild card. What a wild card. Bradley, I appreciate. I love you. Thank you for that hot sauce. Apple cross. Hot cross? There's a song that has cross in it. And it's like a kid's song.
Hot cross buns?
Hot cross buns?
Yes.
It's called hot cross?
Something like that.
You're right. Hot cross buns?
Because we learned it.
Oh, because the name of the buns is after the cross on the top of it. But wait, I'm thinking of a bun that was kind of like cut so that when it bakes and rises, it has the cross on it. But these appear to be buns with a cross made out of icing on top. We see pictured the way that I'm thinking. Oh no, these are, I don't know.
I just remember learning the tune because we were learning how to play recorders.
I almost felt the need to tell everybody about this one time that, oh, I was going to tell them about that joke when you showed me the thing. Remember?
What thing?
Okay,
Lots of things.
Dia showed me this guy who was taking pictures of himself out hiking after he had been told that after he had been diagnosed with the virus, okay? So he's out, kind of, I don't want to say showboating or like showing off that it's not, it's no big deal essentially. But he's out like hiking, even though he just got diagnosed with this thing and he's taking pictures. And when she showed it to me, she said the URL or the headline was like, oh, this comedian is seen out hiking days after his COVID diagnosis. And what I said to Dia, I don't want to say on stream because it's kind of messed up, it's kind of rude, it's kind of mean. I would never genuinely wish any harm upon anybody, but he was a comedian, and I want one of you to tell me what I said to Dia, okay? I want you to tell me what I said to Dia when this comedian is showing himself off outdoors hiking, no mask, after he was diagnosed with this thing. I want you to tell me what I said to Dia. And if you can't guess, then I will tell you as we continue to the end of this list. Number 7. Okay. Oh, man. Whew, this is a doozy. I've been seeing this girl for a week, or 2, or 3. It wasn't exactly fireworks, but we got on all right. And it was the first time that I'd actually tried dating someone after the breakup with my ex-fiance, so I wasn't looking for a home run exactly. She told me that she was pagan at the outset of the relationship, and I assured her that I didn't mind, as long as she didn't try to force it down my throat. For her part, she was true to her word. Looks like Haywood got it in one fell swoop. I didn't phrase it like that. I phrased it like a comedy genius.
Because that's hilarious.
Yo, Hazuki, why are you saying that I'm old?
I can't believe someone assumed your age.
How dare you assume my species? We do not age. We do not respect time as you earth-dwelling natives do.
Elf?
You fucking humans. As we continue with this story, She told me she was pagan and I told her it would be fine as long as she didn't shove it down my throat. For her part, she was true to her word, but it should have been a red flag for me. Why? Anyway, she tells me she's leaving town for a weekend to go to a pagan convention, as long as there's no orgies. A few towns over the weekend, and she's very excited about this. So for my part, I wanted to try and be supportive and non-judgmental of her beliefs, so I offered to accompany her, but she said she'd be fine and would call me when she got home. So I'm home, right? I'm playing my internet video games in my underwear Sunday afternoon, and I get a call from her a day early. She's panicked and sobbing at the other end of the phone, and it's only after much bleating and human speech. After much bleeding and confusion that she's able to get out that she needs to see me ASAP. So I go full hero boyfriend mode, immediately drop what I'm doing. I even put on pants. And I race over to her place thinking something awful must have happened, Burrs. Surely something awful must have happened on my bing bong salad.
Weren't you going to not say that anymore?
Bing bong salad?
No, just Bing Bong.
When did I say I was going to stop saying bing bong?
I feel like you said it like a stream or two ago where you said that you couldn't get away with it anymore.
Oh, nah. Oh, please. I'm going to incorporate that into some rap song soon. So I burst through her door, right? Rapid firing questions like, what's wrong? What happened? Who did this to you? How can I help? And she eventually tells me that she ran into an ex-boyfriend, also pagan, while at the convention, and that they'd had sex. I felt my gut drop out. It was rape. One of my closest friends had been bing-bonged a couple of years prior, and it was a nightmare that I had no desire to witness again. So I said, so you were raped? And she was like, well, no. But you had sex with him? Yes. I know it can be scary to admit, but I'm not going to think less of you if you were raped. You can tell me. Well, I wanted to have sex with him. Cue palpable confusion. She really did go to be a slut. I had to not only try to parse this new bit of information, but also shut down the reactions from what was going on. You wanted to have sex with him?
See, it's like this. I like you a lot, and I don't want to hurt you, but you have to understand, he possessed me.
He what?
He has strong dark magic aura that I succumb to whenever he's around. He makes me not myself.
No, I'm pretty hopelessly lost at this point. I've tried to respect her beliefs up to this point, but this is just a bit of a tough pill for me to swallow. Tried to gain solid footing one last time. Possession sounds like it's against your will. If that's the case, it was bing bong, and we should go to the police department.
No, it wasn't rape. It's just the dark magic clouds my mind with desire.
So basically, you're openly admitting to me that you slept with another guy and that you're trying to rationalize it with something you know I don't believe in. At this point, she blew up.
What? You stuck me in my legs? What the fuck? You son of a bitch. I'll met her like except for my hot ex-boyfriend who gets into my mind with his dark magic aura.
She was furious that I wasn't more sympathetic to her dark magic plight, and couldn't believe that I could be so callous and selfish. After about 10 minutes of cyclical yelling, I just turned to leave and told her to have a nice life. I'm not normally this witty, so you'll pardon me if I include my snarky exit one-liner. As I opened the door, she screamed at me.
What? You don't even like me anymore? Just all of a sudden?
Calmly, I turned around, gave her a sarcastic grin, and made jazz hands and said, "It's like magic." And then I left. So, ladies and gentlemen, what really makes me groan to think about is that there are women who are so mentally stupid that they don't believe in this shit themselves, but they believe that the person that they're with can be tricked into believing this. And here's the thing. The ladies aren't stupid in the capacity where they believe that there are suckers out there stupid enough to believe this kind of shit, right? But they are stupid to assume that most of the people that they're surrounded by are the types to believe it. So if anything, what I'm saying is a lot of women are Peggy Hill, where they know that stupid people exist, but they make the mistake of believing that they are smarter than the people around her. You know what I mean? And the reality is, yes, they are aware that stupid people exist, but they're one of them. So it's a sliding scale, man. There's always somebody smarter, and most of those people are all around you because, my God, you fell out of the fucking stupid tree and hit every branch on the way down. You guys want old man comments? You got them. And if you don't agree, then you will touch my like button right now. I know you're being possessed by my dark, throbbing, hot, black magic. It's black, too. It's black magic. So dark. It's because it's black. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ, I can't handle this magic. I feel like it's gonna explode.
Don't let the magic explode. Where are you going to disperse some of the magic that is being concentrated in here?
Yes.
I understand. These things happen. Number 6. I drove this fat girl to a weight loss seminar and she thought it was a date. Put on your clothes. It's time to go. I'm joking. What the hell? You really looked at me like man. I've gone too far. I shouldn't be making that kind of joke anyway. Yeah. Hazuki says, I believe you mean African American magic, Kyle. How politically correct. How politically correct. I should be cleaning this damn room right now, making Reddit lists. What's come over me? Somebody in the chat is named The Othic. The Othic. The Othic. You know, when I see this name, all I see is T-H-O-T, baby. Put 'em on a glass, girl. I need to stop. As we continue through this list, we only have 5 more remaining. Well, I had this major crush on a girl, and she was goth-ish. Whoa, that's weird, because this person's name is kind of like goth, but not really. So I guess it isn't really weird at all. So I had a crush on this. Oh, man, have I shown you? I think I have. Hold on. No way I'm going to find it. Never mind. No way I'll find it, dude. Too many pictures on this computer. You guys win this time. I showed it to you before. It was like this goth protester. Whatever. If it were meant to be, it would be easily accessible. As we continue through this entry, she was goth-ish, which isn't my thing normally, but this woman was extremely intelligent and cool. So, the first date is good, we have a good time, we're both drunk and go back to my place. Mind you, she's very open with her sexuality, so things get hot and heavy. Right when the action is going to start, she says, I don't actually want to do this. Imagine a semi-truck just slamming on its brakes. Okay, I say, that's fine. And we just sleep off our drunk. This exact same thing happened a second time, and I'm starting to get annoyed only because it's painfully obvious that our mutual actions during the date are leading to sex. Finally, it all happens a third time, and I decide I'm over this slut. This must be your fucking kink, isn't it, you dirty bitch? About a year later, I find out from her friend that she was hoping that I would act out a struggle snuggle. She wanted me to be like, fuck that, we're fucking. And I pointed out that this would in fact constitute an actual rape, not acting one out. And then found out that she had herpes. So in the end, I won. What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster. She had herpes. So I guess what I'll say is, in the end, everybody almost has herpes. Can you imagine if you could get herpes from like sucking a titty? Because I know that like some women have breasts that are so nice and perky and ridiculous that they know that if they just showed it to somebody and said suck that, they would. I bet that girls should have Olympics like that, where they just go,
I bet I can get 57 men to touch my titty by the end of the hour.
and that's like small fry figures too. You know what I mean? If you needed to get the most amount of people to touch your boob in the shortest amount of time, where would you go? Grocery store?
Or like a mall.
You'd think a mall, Dia. You'd think a mall. You know who goes to malls? Couples. Am I wrong?
No.
You know? A lot of niggas ain't hanging out at the mall. You think you need dudes. You know what I mean? Where do you go?
I don't know. I don't know where people hang out. I'm not a very social person.
Look, we can't let these things just roll up on us. We need to have a game plan before this shit happens. So if somebody comes knocking on our door, hi, I'm Elon Musk, and I'll give you $1 million if you can figure out, you know what I mean? We gotta know.
A bar?
A bar. That's not bad. Applebee's. A bar or an Applebee's.
No, that's
Oh my god, a video game convention if we can find one.
a convention of general.
A convention of any sort, really.
Hey guys, can you take pictures and just put your hand on my boob?
And the line just go around the convention center.
How much would we
Charge?
Charge.
I mean, the funny thing is, in my hypothetical
Cash.
No, in my hypothetical scenario, we're actually getting money for winning this challenge of having the most people touch the breast in the smallest amount of time. So not only would we be getting the money from that venture for winning this challenge, but you're saying we should also charge people to take a picture and put their hand on the titty too.
Hell yeah.
That's wild. We all share the same internet. You know, everybody would have a picture. They couldn't like all make up a story and be like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. She was totally into me at the time. Holy crap, man. I just couldn't keep her off of me. She kept asking me to touch her all over, so that's what I did. You think there's enough disinfectant in the world, Dia?
No.
Like, I think you would end up with herpes.
Yep.
Yep.
Or whatever gross germ they've been cultivating in their parents' basement.
True Sweet says Kyle would make a great Tulsa Doom. I'm not sure what that is. Let's look it up.
Okay, good. Thank that I'm not the only one.
Tulsa Doom is a fictional character.
Conan's brother. Wait, is it from Conan the Barbarian?
He's played by James Earl Jones? That's so cool. Oh, he's from Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, that's what I said.
See, I never knew that.
Because I saw Conan's mother. And I'm like, oh, so is he from Conan the Barbarian?
Do I have more of this to read? Most likely. Number 4. I went out with a girl for a first date. She took me to a kumdo lesson, which is a Korean sword fighting sport. I thought that was pretty cool. But it was an advanced class, and I made somewhat of a fool of myself, but all in good fun. Those Koreans would let you jump into this shit when you had no prior training just to stick it to the white man. Look how foolish she looks, sorry. Anyway, it turned out that she was bringing me there because she wanted me to be a part of a documentary about foreigners in Korea. So my looking like a fool was broadcast nationwide. What did I tell you? We then visited the Grand Master's house for MacLeod, and the film crew started interviewing me. They were basically focusing on my relationship with this girl that I was going out with. They didn't seem to understand that it was a first date. So here I am trying not to answer awkward questions without embarrassing both of us on national television. You know, in this situation, the girl seems like she's the piece of shit here.
She is.
All right, let's go to this lesson. It's a masterclass, but I mean, whatever. Also, get on TV for the interview. Let's do it. They're going to be broadcast all over.
Because this was intent. She did it on purpose. It's not like she didn't know about it. She did it with purpose. There was planning behind this. And it's gross. It's gross.
All right. Number 3. I remember a hot little gal in college who agreed to go out with me. She had a surprise for me. Christian revival meeting. Ugh.
What, you wouldn't go to a Christian revival meeting for me?
Somebody in the Haywood called crumpets bloody. Is that what they call crumpets with strawberry jam? They call them bloody crumpets? Which is funny because, you know, over there, you know, crumpet sounds like something that British people would be into. The egg and tea and hamburgers.
I mean, besides their breakfast, I've heard that their general food isn't that great because it's kind of plain tasting.
You're telling me you wouldn't want some beans on toast right now? Maybe with a fried egg on the side? Bacon?
To be honest,
Bacon's ours though, isn't it?
Beans on toast sound kind of gross, but maybe they'd be good with like baked beans on toast.
There better be bacon in the fridge, homie. Is there?
I think so.
Also, aren't we coming close to some of the chimichanga meat? Is that what it's called? I don't think it's called chimichanga meat. It's called something else. Fajita chicken breast slices. That's probably going to go bad soon.
On the 21st, I think.
You should make it. Not today. Not tomorrow. But soon. So we continue up this list, man. I don't really like the idea of being tricked into a fucking church meeting. That is so scary. Man. Number 2. A guy that I had met 3 days prior offered to pick me up and hang out. I was cool with that, but he ended up dragging me around on errands. We went to his dentist appointment. My God, ladies. You know, some of these men, in my opinion, I believe, are playing an alpha confidence card. And if some of these girls were the type of chick that would just be blown away and utterly impressed in a shocked capacity at just how fucking ridiculous these dudes are, you know, shit. He took me running errands. That sounds like something I'd do with a girl, but I wouldn't abandon her at any point, you know? At least it would be something we did together. But you sit here in this waiting room or in the car while I go in for a dentist appointment? When I said that I wanted to leave, he said he'd give me a ride home, but only in exchange for a blowjob. So now you're a hostage, ladies. Now you're a fucking hostage. I was pretty scared I was pretty scarred about dating after that. No, I didn't give him a blowjob. I got out right there and walked to the bus stop. Oh my God. This Andrew gave me the hiccups. Oh my God. Did this entry make me sick? You're threatening a girl with a blowjob? Only make the girls who want to sucky. In which case it's not even you making. Oh my God. It begins? Did you hear the boom boom outside?
Yes, I did.
I wonder what white people are upset about now. Hey, did y'all see that let me go to my own Twitter, I guess. There was this white bitch and she jumped out her car and was like pointing a gun at a black lady and like it was so extra, you know what I mean? It's like, damn.
We got the gun up.
Hold up. It's just like some powerful stuff.
With the car.
And she started yelling like she was the one being attacked, you know what I mean? Classic, just inferiority complex of white people shit here, you know? My God, how threatened, how triggered are you? That you just gotta stop random black people that really want nothing to do with you and be like, hey, you know, she could have gone out to where protesters were and had it been like one of them attacked me or something, but nope, just a random lady that's videotaping you and you still in her face while she videotaping you. Like, bitch, are you for real? And her husband is there, I guess, just like used to this bullshit or something. So here's how it transpires. Both of they dumbasses get fucking arrested naturally, had their guns taken away. Here's the comedy. The husband lost his job at the university. I'm not sure what his involvement really was other than him just standing there. And yeah, maybe that's your bitch. You need to control your bitch, homie. So you could go down in flames with this dirty slut. You got her literally jumping out with an armed fucking... It's like, come on. It's just funny. It is just classic. A count of felonious assault. What does that even mean? I hope it don't mean that they can just wiggle out of this bitch if they got enough money to throw at a lawyer. But it just goes to show you, man, some people are itching, you know? A lot of people, they don't know what the hell's going on in our world, but they'll be the first person to jump up on their soapbox and tell you all about how wrong it is. Look at these rioters. It's like, okay, bitch. Again, there's more going on than just some pussy ass rioters. And some of the people that are rioting, not all, some of the people who are rioting are the types of people that are the types that will jump out at any opportunity to just make a little bit of chaos happen. And I genuinely think that there was just a crazy motherfucker on the loose in that Chaz bullshit. It was the perfect fucking environment for somebody that just wants to get in and out and treat it like a real life video game where they're knocking people. It's crazy. I'm glad that that's over. It's a shame that it took a bunch of people to die before they shut Chaz down, but it is what it is. Ain't that wild? Constant Raven comes in and just says yellow. What? Oh, maybe that's how he says hello. Well, isn't that interesting? As we reach number 1 on this list. All right. So I went on a couple of dates with this girl, and she was giving me some signs that she was ready to get a little physical. So I lean in close and try to kiss her. She turns her face away from me, and I'm stunned. I end up going home and thinking that it was over between us. Later on, she contacts me and starts hinting that we should go out again. I decide to go for it, and again, after getting some heavy hints, she pushes me away. So now I just asked, what's going on? And she says, I am on dates with you so I don't feel like I'm undesirable, but I'm not attracted to you. She called me the next day and I told her I'm not dating people who make me feel undesirable, and then I hung up. Huh. This is the type of hoe that like creates incels. You know what I mean? Damn, ladies, y'all need to calm down. Wow. Animal Crossing added diving at long last. Animal Crossing needs to add its mini games before more of us start making videos roasting Animal Crossing for not being what it should have been. We've given you 3 entire months, Animal Crossing. I will not stand. Wow, this was really well stocked. Someone's gonna come in and ruin that.
Yep.
You know? Someone's gonna ruin that. Karen wants guac. What a story. I should find subreddits that will allow me to narrate and then just post my link in their video. Son back home on summer break. And he lost his job after all of this. Fuck Amber Heard. Isn't Amber the cop? Amber Heard is the cop, right?
What? No, Amber Heard is the lady who
Was in the park?
No.
Is the cop lady.
Isn't she the ex-wife of Johnny Depp?
You're right. I'm so sorry.
What?
All of these white girl names just bleeding together now. It's terrible. It's terrible. I used to know a big titty chick named Amber, and she used to come on to me, right? And here's the crazy thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was probably at the age where I had finally begun to actually look in the direction of women, but I wasn't so interested that I was trying to fuck them. Do you get what I'm saying? So that didn't happen. And I shit you not, literally like in less than the span of a month, she had found whoever and they did whatever she needed and she ended up pregnant before any of us were done with fucking high school. Okay, dear. And that could have been me, dear. That could have been me. I don't know this girl. She don't want me. She want my seed. I would have to be paying her. Paying for this child. I don't get to collect my Funko Pops. And my puppets.
She'd probably let you do whatever the hell you wanted as long as you stayed with her.
As long as I do not get it in her hair, she will let me do whatever I want. But now there's a child in the picture and surely he wants some of my gauchas, some of my Funko Pops for himself. These are not toys. Child, please. Please. I am going to watch Black Panther again. It's getting wild.
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Okay. What was that bullshit I was making up earlier? Tell them you're gay. If that doesn't get you out of the situation, then nothing will. Bruh. I did want to see what was going on Public Freakout, but it would seem as though nothing's that interesting yet, you know? Dinner and a show. He's not gonna flip or anything, is he? He's really lucky he didn't eat shit. Female bully gets served? Oh, I've seen this. This isn't good. Whoa. Mental couple dangerously block woodland trail. Why would they do that?
Just watch you do it, love. Excuse me.
Why would you do that? Like, there are people who are coming by on their bikes. Why would you throw that? Like, just record them and put them on the internet where they belong. But hope to God nobody's hurting himself, because some jackass has to lay a log across a path. What are you doing? Boy. Wholesome freak out. I don't want a wholesome freak out. My brain didn't even register. What happened to this subreddit? Crackhead leprechaun.
Don't do it, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys.
So sorry.
Bruh.
Lock me out, homie.
Bro, whoa. It's about to be butt crack city out here. Are you for real, stupid? Bruh. I don't have time for this. It's just gonna be the rest of my life. But I like to see this. He was on his ass for a couple seconds. What happened?
That's the weakest part of it.
What the fuck? Yo, it looked like he just straight up lost balance. You're drunk. You're drunk. Oh my god, you're fighting gravity, you fool. Woman tried to attack a horse. You hear the dude recording, you laughing? Did she get kicked in the face? Is she crying? This dude was immediately laughing. I wish we had better lighting to see the horse kick the shit out of her. I mean, not that I would want to see something like that. Damn, that's not the way a body's supposed to jerk. Anyway, what do you mean? Damn! That dude came sailing over here with a clothesline straight out of WWF. Put some fucking wrestling music on that shit. Watch this dude with the blue mask right here. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but this guy is actively walking away, and he turns and looks, and this cop said, I lunch at thee. And he catches him around the fucking neck and brings him down. Put your hands behind your back, you motherfucker. You got weed on you. We're gonna spray you too on the ground, you stupid bitch. Back up. Back the hell up. You don't see nothing over here. I will kill you. That camera looks like a gun. And you're going to jail. Wow. There's some big men out here, man. Big man. Whoa. With a log? This isn't a video game, Dia. You can't just equip...
Literally walk in and look at this. This is insane.
Man is detained by police for seemingly no reason.
Nope. Look at this. This is insane. Literally just came out of the house now.
Why do you want to be chatted to? What's wrong?
We don't have to speak to you.
No, we're not asking you have to
I don't have to
speak
speak
to. We're asking to what you're up to and whatever
No.
else.
Oh, please. This is getting endless, man. This is getting endless. What are we gonna do? Don't you think it's weird that nobody's had any kind of explosive, episode yet? Isn't that what usually happens? Somebody just can't take it anymore. They were gonna end it all anyway. This is when you should start watching like real portions of the internet, maybe even 4chan. See if some normie's like,
You know what, guys? I was getting bored anyway. I'd stay away from the outside tomorrow if I were you. It's gonna be pretty big, guys. I just got a feeling about this.
what the hell? What the hell? I want you all to know that you are loved. You are needed. I need you. I love you. I want to be here for you. I'm going to be here for you. You'll catch me soon when I'm actually done cleaning, because this place is a mess. And I'm going to jump into Animal Crossing because there's a small amount of new content to access, and I'm actually moving things around and try to get everything picked up off the island. It's a nightmare. But I will do that on stream. I will actually clean up on stream and all of the boredom that comes along with that. May, invite some people over if they need things. Until then, see you again tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for being amazing. Special thanks to Mr. Ryukage and Bradley, of course. But an ongoing thanks to all of you for being here. And an ongoing thanks to my hardcore patrons, my astonishing subscribers, and as usual, YNK, Justin, and Jorge. Man, you make me terrified. And if I don't see you before tomorrow, then happy 4th of July to you, if you celebrate that. If you have any crazy dates, let me know all about it.